And at the very moment that the United Nations Security Council was meeting to stand up for Ukraine's sovereignty, to stave off invasion, Putin declared his war. Within moments, missile strikes began to fall on historic cities across Ukraine. Then came the air raids, followed by tanks and troops rolling in. Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war. And now he and his country will bear the consequences.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and war has broken out with Russia assaulting Ukraine, and meanwhile, the internal fascist takeover of our own country keeps pressing on. These are some horrible times, folks, mind-blowing and disgusting events. But I'll tell each and every one of you, war is good for nothing and good for nobody. And there are ways to avoid war, especially in the 21st century, where we hope to see intelligent, principled people save the day from the insanity and bloodshed that is human history. Economic sanctions are an incredibly powerful weapon, an incredibly effective weapon that is above the abominable mindset of perpetual bloodshed. People rely on other people. That is Anthropology 101, a simple evolutionary fact, and it's what makes us strong. We can dominate this globe because of intelligence and working together. Literally, our heart, our kindness, our love for one another. Society was built on countless generations of successes of people working together. Every tool, every technique that we have today was communicated on down because of cooperation. The only thing that can be our downfall is our own stupidity, our own hatred, or our own jealousy. As soon as people realize that fact and understand how to discipline themselves against those vices in our actions, we'll be an unstoppable force for good across the globe.
Today, I'm authorizing additional strong sanctions and new limitations on what can be exported to Russia. This is going to impose severe cost on the Russian economy, both immediately and over time. We have purposely designed these sanctions to maximize the long-term impact on Russia and to minimize the impact on the United States and our allies. I just spoke with the G7 leaders this morning, and we're in full and total agreement. We will limit Russia's ability to do business in dollars, euros, pounds, and yen to be part of the global economy. We'll limit their ability to do that.
We live in a global economy now because it takes high levels of cooperation to effectively bring you things, like a mini handheld computer that can nearly do all of your thinking for you in your smartphone. It's not that hard to figure out that if we cut off all economic connections to Russia and abandon them, leave their warmongers standing on their own, they're pretty soon going to be in awfully hot water. Their money's going to be the equivalent of toilet paper. Their game is up if nobody takes a seat at the table with them, but that means checking our own greed and stupidity. If a corporation wants to do business with Russia, they should be charged with treason, period. But yet here in America, we have an entire political party towing in line to treason for those very same reasons, because they see business opportunities for themselves. They see increased power for themselves, and they now know they can con their voters out of their own democracy. Folks, the answer to defeating war lies within each and every one of us. Are we smart enough to understand and remember the basic fundamentals of health and human society? The Republican Party are definitely skirting the line here. They voted to subvert the election and choose their own president for no other reason than they say so. Every challenge they brought about their election conspiracy was thrown out by every judge across the land. Do you know what courts operate on? Objective fact and logic. Voting for Republicans who do this is nothing more than voting for Vladimir Putin, because that's his type of government, and it all leads in the same direction. When somebody says, "Give me power, I know what's best for you," run the other direction. It's not that hard to figure out. So we can defeat these dictators with our own intelligence and principles. Vote for democracy before any other concern. And when a nation rises up with war, you cut them off at the meal ticket. No more corporate alliances with imperialists who, because it makes their own wallet thick and your gut fat. Don't let greed, jealousy, or hatred dictate you, because that's how dictators get you. Don't become Russia. Be better than them. Don't stoop to their levels. Overcome them. How? With our great strength. Global cooperation on the best ideals of humanity. That's why we stand with the democracy of Ukraine. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.